Alright guys, how's it going? So I thought I was doing a smart thing and selling off all my old pieces of crap, and then I went and did something really stupid and bought another one. So here she is, my newly acquired 1989 Chevrolet Corvette. As you can see, it's in pretty decent cosmetic condition. It's really not too bad. Does have a 91 and up rear clip put on it. I'm not sure if that's aftermarket or not. I guess I don't really care. I think it looks okay. I think I like the stock rear bumper better with the circular taillights, but this is all right. We got quad tip MagnaFlow exhaust. Sounds pretty good. Pretty droney, but it's all right. We got the replica ZR1 wheels. And this is the car exactly as I got it. So I haven't done anything to it except wash it and put gas in it. So I will be making some changes to the car. But I believe it is medium blue metallic is the color. It was repainted about 15 years ago. So not all original paint, but I believe the bottom half of the car is original. The previous owner told me it was just painted from the belt line up, because this car would have had a black belt line originally, and now it's obviously body color. So, but it looks pretty good. It shows okay. We can take a peek inside. It's blue on the outside and it's also blue on the inside. So we got blue carpet, blue door panels, blue seats, blue trunk carpet. Kind of an interesting setup. We do have the glass top and the digital dash, which that all actually works fine. I believe in 2008 the digital dash was also rebuilt. The seats were replaced with these ones and the carpet was replaced. So 2008 was kind of a big year for this car. But you know, overall pretty nice. Dash has no cracks. Has I believe this is an aftermarket armrest, but it's actually very nice. Gives you a nice soft place to rest your arm. Car is an automatic, which if you guys are familiar with the channel, might be kind of unusual. Most of my other stuff is manuals. But I think it was nice to have a change, you know. Nice to get an automatic. It allows the rest of my family to be able to use the car as well. So I think it's kind of a nice change of pace for me. I got plenty of other manuals to drive, so kind of nice to have an auto. Glass target top doesn't have any cracks that I can see. Weather stripping is kind of screwed up, but believe it or not, the car does have 150,000 miles on it, and from what I can tell, it's largely original. The paint and the seats and carpet have been replaced, but from what I can tell, the powertrain is all original. The hood is very, very heavy, because as you can see, it is kind of the entire front of the car is the hood. But it is original L98. The previous owner, quote unquote, said it had a top end rebuild. I don't necessarily believe him. I think they mostly just replaced some gaskets and did a pretty crappy job doing so, because they're leaking again, so I'm gonna have to do them. It's what I believe is the intake gasket is going bad. The car still runs and drives fine, but definitely pools up oil in there a little bit, so leads me to believe it is an intake gasket or something of that nature. But so I'll be taking the car apart at some point and fixing that, because it's not a huge leak, but it does leak enough so you can smell it, so it kind of irritates me a little bit. See what other problems the car has. We have a connector here that goes to nothing. I don't really know what that goes to. Maybe that's the fog lights or something. I don't really know. The other side's kind of worse, I would say. We have a whole wiring mess in there, so I'm gonna have to undo a lot of this stuff. I don't know what that rag's for. Typical old car things. But I suppose if that's the biggest problem the car has, it's really not that big of a deal. Car runs and drives great. I bought it just shy of 2 weeks ago, and I've been driving it just about every day back and forth to work since, so it's been pretty reliable. It runs pretty good, shifts beautifully. I'm assuming the transmission must have been rebuilt at some point, because it shifts really, really nice, which for 150,000 miles 700 R4 is pretty impressive. But yeah, I mean, overall pretty decent little car. I probably overpaid for the car slightly. Little hatch thing kind of works, you know, kind of gets stuck halfway. You know, it is what it is. We all have trouble getting it up. But you know, we got the little storage area here. It does have, that's my redneck tripod there. We do have these little locking containers. So that's all pretty decent shape in there. But I did pay $6,800 for the car. It's probably a little bit too much. I think it's realistically worth probably about $5,500 or $6,000. But I really like the color of it. Paint was in nice shape. And for the most part, all the main stuff works. Digital dash especially, power seats work. Radio is aftermarket, but it works fine. But yeah, everything works, windows and headlights and all that. The only things I found that kind of bug out is the turn signals work sometimes on the left side and not, and always work on the right side. And the HVAC panel, while it does work, it kind of freaks out and just starts throwing a lot of lights around. So I was looking on eBay, and you can actually send the HVAC unit out to this guy and he can rebuild it for like 95 bucks. So probably what I'll do there. Not too bad. It's got some usual suspension creaks and things like that, so I'm thinking some bushings and maybe some shocks are in order. The cool thing about a C4 is you can see the whole shebang there with the hood up, so that's kind of neat. But yeah, so that's my newly acquired 1989 Corvette. I will put up some driving videos. I'll record those today. Those should be up in the next few weeks. But yeah, there you go. Got the L98 sticker on there. It's pretty cool. But I'm really enjoying the car, you know. I have newer cars, I have faster cars, but I don't know, something about this one, it's just kind of scratching the itch, you know, the 80s itch. I sold my my ThirdGens earlier this year, and those things were kind of basket cases, a lot of rust issues and things like that. So I ended up with this car, and I think it's a better starting point for me. I can do some things to it, and the rest of my family can also drive it and enjoy it as well, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's everything wrong with my 150,000 mile 1989 Corvette that I probably overpaid for. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's been a fun little car. My sister and I have taken it to car shows. I've driven it to work, like I said, you know, every day the last couple weeks. I'm just cruising around town, going to hang out with friends and stuff, so it's been a fun little car. Unfortunately, it is going to have to go up north for winter storage this weekend, so my C4 glory was kind of short-lived this year because I bought it right at the tail end of the season, but I guess that's what I get for buying in October. I got some plans for it next year. Nothing major. Like I said, probably the gasket, rewiring some stuff in the front of the car there. It's almost some new tires. There's nothing particularly wrong with these tires, but they are 13 years old, so they ride pretty hard. With the torque of the L98, you can really roast these things pretty easily. So, which a 240 horsepower engine should not be able to roast 275 tires. So I will be putting different tires, and these are just crappy Tiger Paw Uniroyal all seasons. So they just look kind of goofy. Nothing special about them. I'll put some summer tires on it next year. They'll look nice. But yeah, fun little car. I'm enjoying it. I've never had a Corvette before. Always wanted one. Always thought I was too big, and I probably am. But I fit well enough to make it work, and I fit well enough to have fun. So I guess that's all that matters, right? But yeah, so I'll be making some more videos on this car, probably largely next year. But I'll get some driving videos today, and you know, see if you guys like it. I know this is mostly an F-body channel, but I've found that a lot of F-body guys also like Corvettes, so myself included. So yeah, any questions you guys got, feel free to drop them in the comments. I always try to answer them the best I can, and thanks for watching.